Hi guys, today I'm doing 7 looks with this beauty right here. This is look number 1. If you want to check it out, let's get started. For the first look, I'm going to go in with Adventurous, Ocean Daydream, Flawless. I think we're going to go in with Tide Rising, and then I'm going to deepen it up with Voyager. Wow, this is dry. That is so beautiful. In the pan it looks white, but it's just like this slightest light sea foam. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right, let me tell you what I went in with. I went in with BH Cosmetics, an oldie but goodie, Fiji Fun, Bareback from Nude Sticks, and then I just went in with BFF and BFF2 with lip liner, and went over with MAC Cosmetics. Stellar Star, I think it was. I've had this for quite a while from MAC. All right, this is look number 1. Let's head on to 2. Okay, before we get started, I just want to say that I have a live audience in here today, so if you see his ears passing by, that's him. Okay guys, today we are going to go in with Out to Sea. It's kind of hard to read upside down. Heaven on Earth, Jellyfish, and Flawless. Okay, first of all, let me tell you guys what I finished my makeup off with. Went in with Dandelion from Benefit. For this special look, I had to break out Aphrodisiac from ColourPop. Can't hardly see her in there, can you? Look what you did to her, ColourPop. Stop making her. So I just whip her out on special occasions. Okay, BFF ColourPop lip liner. I already put it away. OG from Persona. And Ginger Blonde from Lorac. This was from a Christmas set. I don't know how many years ago. So this look, let me just tell you, I don't even know what I originally was gonna go in with. I got to the green and then, oh no, I got the green on and then I put the inner corner highlight on. Then I was like, what should I put for the, on the bottom lash line? And old Blue Lagoon over here was like, pick me, pick me. And I was like, okay. And then I was going to, I don't even think I used, what was I going to use? Flawless? I don't think I even used Flawless today. Asteroid Belt over here was like, deepen me up with the corner. And I don't want to argue with my makeup. So I did that and I was in the zone today. I did also want to mention, I did have fallout right here. I don't know where it came from. Maybe in edit I'll see, because I was in the zone. But it was just this side, so maybe I did something. I don't know, but I brushed it away. When I use my foundation, I usually have extra left over, so I tap my brush into it, so in case I need to go back over and my foundation. So that's just what I did, and it was an easy cleanup. You can always do your eyes first, but I don't know, it kind of throws me off. But I just wanted to mention that. I don't know where it came from, but it was an easy cleanup. It was just this side, so. So let's go on. For this look, I am going to do kind of a deep halo eye, and I want to try to showcase this shade, Supernatural, to see what it can do, because you can see up here on the palette where it's black, you can see the shift, which is, this color is just so it's supernatural. It's so extraordinary. Okay, I'm going to start with Adventurous down here. And then with my finger, I'm going to go in with Supernatural. Wow, I can see why she's supernatural, because she is like a tornado. I'm going to bring it up over Asteroid Belt. Oh wow, yeah. Look at that. But can you guys see the difference? Like in the middle where there was no dark, you can just really, it's like a white. But once it gets like a base up under it, it's just this beautiful teal. So pretty. Okay, I just have a couple of final touches that I want to do. I'm going to tap into Voyager here. And I just want to deepen this up on the outer corner just a smidgen. I went in with a black liquid liner over the upper part of my lashes. I evidently need a new one since I hardly use it and they've all seemed to be very crusty now. See the top. I just want to deepen this up a little bit more. Oh yeah, very pretty. I really like it. Like how it turned out. Okay, before I forget, when I was seeing this, it reminded me that the color is very similar to Blue Lagoon right here. So I swatched, this is Blue Lagoon, and then this is Asteroid Belt with Supernatural over the top. And they're very, very similar. But I mean, this, I think it turned out so, so pretty. Let me tell you what I finished off with. Do you guys remember these Tarte blushes? Or these from about 3-4 years ago? And I think the one I used, I believe, is called Decked Out. I just went in with a little bit of that, very lightly. Topped it with Bohemian Rose from Nude Sticks. Oh Snap from ColourPop. Stone from Dose of Colors. And then I tapped lightly in with, oh my, this does not have a shade name on it. I will try to, I'll type it in here if I can find it on the website still. Hopefully it hasn't been discontinued because I like to shop my stash. Oh, I almost forgot an inner corner highlight with that. That's what I was gonna do. I got so excited. So you could see when it's just on the skin, you know, it's just white with a hint of teal. And it's not iridescent, it's very pretty. Okay, that's it. Let me show you guys the final look. I love it. I think it's so pretty. All right, guys. What do we got? 2 left? I've lost count. Let's go. Okay, today we're going to go in with Jellyfish, Flawless, and Heaven on Earth. And then for the inner corner, as much as I love this one, I've been noticing that once I use this, it really turns it into like more of a teal eyeshadow color. And I want to keep it green, so I'm going to actually tap into Adventurous for the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to go finish my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, let me tell you what I finished off with. I went in with Opulence from Zoeva. A little bit of this one, and then I tapped in with this one over it. Oh, I really should have tried that highlighter. It's very pretty. There you go, my brush. I don't know why I keep forgetting to use highlighter. I got out of the habit for a while, and I kind of want to get back in. Let's see. It looks pretty. Oh yeah. And then I'm just gonna go back in over my foundation brush, blend it all together. Okay. All right, so I went in with all 3 of those. Crimson Lover, I went over with that. And then BFF from ColourPop. Beach Waves from Tarte on the outer edge, and in the center I went in with a Skinny Dip from Tarte. So this is the finished look. I love green, so what can I say? I really like this one. All right, we have one more look. Is that what we have? One more look left? I've lost count. All right, guys. Okay, first of all, before we get started, can we just take a moment for clean brushes? A clean brush is a new brush. And do you guys have these? These are so fantastic. I actually got them when I got these rougher brushes because the first time I washed them, it like puffed out and I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this? But after you wash your brushes, you just, well, here, I'll just show you. So after you wash your brushes, you just put them through, and then it keeps the bristles so nice for you until they dry, and then they don't puff out. I just love it. Okay, when I do multiple looks with the palette, I like to use every shade in here. So I still have to use Ocean Daydreamer. And then I did use Blue Lagoon, but it was only on the bottom lash line. So I like to use that one today. And then I'm probably going to use Unstoppable. And I can't decide between Relentless and Exceptional. So one of those. And then I may tap in with Voyager just above the lash line. So let's see. We'll get started and see where it takes us. I'm gonna go put on my mascara and finish up, and I'll be right back. Okay, let me tell you what I finished off with. I went in with Ofra and Samantha March Blush Duo in Chick Lit. Went in with this one and then topped it with that. And then Sweet Cheeks from Nude Sticks. Can you tell I'm a Nude Sticks fan? I love them. And then BFF from ColourPop. On the outer part, I went in with Beach Waves from Tarte, Dubai from Ofra, and Moss from Unearthly for the lip gloss. Okay, and this is the final look. This look reminds me of like when the waves crash on the beach and then it's starting to pull the sand back in. I just think it's so pretty. Okay, since the other looks that I've done have been more in-depth, today I'm going to try to do something a little bit more less in-depth. So today I'm going to go in with, let's see, Tide Rising, Heaven on Earth, Into the Jungle. So we're going to try these three. I'm going to try to control myself and stick to three. Start at the base just above my eyelashes, and then I'm going to bring it up when I have less product. Okay, let me tell you what I went in with. I went in with Ofra and Samantha March's Chick Lit Blush Duo. Used a little bit of this and then topped over with that. For the cream blush, I used, and then I went in with Pink Sky from Tarte. Went in with Oh Snap from ColourPop for lip liner and Ginger Blonde lipstick from Lorac. And then this is the final look. It turned out very pretty. In the next look, I'm going to try to do an all neutral look. So we're going to see how that one turns out. All right, it's time for the last and final look. I'm going to be going in with Unstoppable, Relentless, and Flawless here. We're going to try these three and see if we can get a neutral look out of it. All right, I'm gonna go finish my makeup and I'll be right back with my thoughts on this palette. Okay, let me show you what I finished off with. For blush, I went in with Dandelion and then I tapped in a little bit with Dallas. Went over it with Naughty and Nice from Nude Sticks. For lips, BFF and BFF2 for a lip liner. Extra Toasty. Those are colors, of course. And Ginger Blonde from Lorac. And this is the final look. I really like how it turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. And now it's time for the review and rating of this palette. First, I mean, did Sydney Grace's formula get even better? I mean, I can't believe how good these shadows were. None of the shimmers creased on me. Shimmers always crease. Now I'm wondering, do they always not crease and I just didn't pay attention? But oh my goodness, so good. So when I get a new palette, I normally start out with doing swatches, arm swatches, eye swatches. My life has been very hectic lately, and I was actually got in like 3 or 4 looks with this before I got time to do swatches, and I'm actually glad I did. When I do arm swatches, it kind of tells me like the color of the shades, but when I do eye swatches, it really gives me an idea of like what the colors are and how light or deep they are. So when I did my first look, I went in, I think it was this shimmer, one of these shimmers. And I went in and I was like, oh wow, that is got some depth to it. It looks like it was going to be kind of light, but it was kind of depth. And I was thinking, man, I wish this palette had some lighter shimmers. But then I started thinking about this palette and the theme. I mean, we have the ocean and I mean this beautiful, beautiful sea turtle. So beautiful. And I thought, if makeup was poetry, this would be a Shakespeare. And let me tell you why I think that. This palette has so much depth like the sea. I mean, if you love depth in your eye looks, you are gonna love this palette. There are colors in here that are so unique, like this, I would call it like a sea foam blue. And I normally do not like blue shades. I normally lean more green, but I mean, it's hard to tell on camera, but they're just so beautiful. And then you have this color, which I used today, Relentless. This color reminds me, like if you've been deep sea diving for decades, just hoping to find that long lost shipwreck, hoping just maybe there's like some sunken treasure in there, and you find it, you finally find it, and you open that chest and it has bars of gold. That's what I imagine this to be, like a tarnished gold. So, so beautiful. And each shade in here, I would say maybe besides these two, they have like an underlying seafoam color to them. When I would put some oil on at night to take my eyeshadow off, you could really see like that seafoam undercolor that it has to it. Each shade in here is so unique and so special. I do not have anything in my collection of any of these shadows. This, it's beautiful. It's not black, it's not blue, it's just like borderline. I mean, they hit it when they got this one, if they were trying to get borderline blue black. It is so perfect for that upper lash line or to deepen out the outer corner. Perfect. It's perfect. They really planned and really thought this palette out. Now, Cindy Grace is my favorite eyeshadow brand, so I do have bias towards them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be fair when I rate this. I like to rate my palettes from 1 to 10, 10 being like the best of the best MUA eyeshadow out there. You'd only use it on the best on your clients. And 1 being kids makeup, like in the toy aisle. So when it comes to pigmentation, the mattes are a 10 and the shimmers are a 10. I mean, no creasing. Everything creases on me, and I've had no creasing whatsoever on any look that I've done. The mattes, oh my gosh, they're just so creamy and blendable. They're delicious. They're so scrumptious. I love it so much. When it comes to diversity, I am gonna say that you're going to get like a green or blue look from this. I mean, I did do a neutral look today, but even Flawless, you can tell it leans a little green in person, but I mean, they're beautiful. So, I mean, even with that, the blue and green looks are going to be different. I don't feel like I had too many similar looking looks in through here. So I'm going to give that probably an 8. I would give diversity an 8. And then for overall, it's a 10. I absolutely would buy this again. It is so beautiful. This, I mean, you could see up here in the palette, I've said it before in the video, you could see that teal shift. It is incredible. No shadows in here do I have in my collection. It's very gorgeous. If you love depth in your shadow looks, I would definitely recommend this one. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. I would love it if you guys would subscribe, stick around, like my video. Next week, I'm going to be doing the Love's Journey palette and be swatching that, and I'll be doing multiple looks with that too. I also have just placed another little order with Cindy Grace. I wanted to get the new November bundle, and I ordered a couple little extra things in there too. So I hope you stick around, and until I see you the next time, hope you have a fantastic day.